Well, it's your intro now. Go ahead.
Nah, fuck that. It's yours.
Well, hey there. Welcome to another episode of Three Nerds on a
He's
Sunday.
still
Three
saying,
nerdy friends
God,
talk about all things nerd, geek, and
let's
pop
start
culture.
this over. Hold on.
Oh,
Let's
no,
start this
no,
over.
no, no. Leave it there. Right there. Leave it there. So anyway, you know what this is. We are three nerds. We talk about nerdy stuff.
It's
Yeah.
all of our listeners.
Sometimes we talk about apple butter.
That was for our Patreon edition. So what's going on, guys? What's going on
I
this
just
week?
can't shut up about it. I want some now. I just want to go to the farm and get some.
You should have, your wife make it like last time because she's really
She
good
didn't
at
make
that.
it. No, she
Yeah,
bought
she
it.
did. Oh,
She
she
did?
made it.
She
Yes,
did?
she saw.
Man, this guy knows details about my life that I don't even know.
I know. I'm very sad.
That's
I made a big old.
He's always reminding me of stuff that I'm like, that happened? That's not true.
I was born on this day. No shit. Okay.
I was kind of bored this week. I was really struggling to find stuff to do.
Wow.
Like, you start looking through streaming services and you're like, man, I don't want to watch that. Man, I'm not watching that. Man, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
get to that point where you're like, ugh, I don't want to watch nothing. Kind of like that.
And then Friday came, and Wandavision.
Yeah, that was a salvation.
That will be our main topic of the evening.
Yes, we'll warn you for any spoilers before that.
Besides Frank being bored as a doorknob, what do you up to, Manny? How's your week?
Until somebody touched me and turned me and opened me.
I finally caved in and started playing a little bit with the stock market, so I'm a grown up now.
Oh.
And yeah, so that's been fun. So
mine's all automatic. I don't even look at it.
That's how my 401k is, but now I decided to kind of put money in and buy a couple stocks, and yeah, $34 up, so not too bad. But I want to make like $50 a day, so we'll see if that works.
How long you been doing it? Like a week or something?
Yeah, this week.
Cool.
This week.
It's a long game, man. Keep trying.
It could be a long game. It could be a short game. I am playing the long game, and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Would you ever take a little bit out if you made a lot, and then just keep most of it in there, but just take a little bit out and use it for something else? Maybe buy something different or something like that.
Like buy more stocks or buy
whatever you want. I mean, no, not something for you. Like reinvest or just save it or whatever.
Yeah, that's my goal, is just to put it back in here.
Yeah.
I'm not really. I got money saved in my savings, but I've made more money, of course, right now than I ever did in my savings. Like your savings, you only make like 10 cents a month.
I mean, if that, I think.
Yeah, well, I looked. At least for mine, it's 10 cents a month. And then so far with this, I mean, obviously this could go down, but I mean, this is almost compound interest, if not compound interest in this. So I'm just using this now and little by little putting more money in it. It's fun. It's kind of like a little bit of a rush, but I'm not really trying to do a lot of risk taking in this. I do have some cryptocurrency. You guys probably heard of Dogecoin. So I do have some of that just because I have a Shiba. And so I was like, might as well if the main mascot is a Shiba. So I got some in there, and then that's been fun seeing it go up and down. I don't know if I said this last time, but the best thing that came out of this whole stock market thing that became a craze was the phrase "to the moon." I don't know why. I thought that was so funny how people say it. They're really behind it, even though they're going to lose money. And now we all lose money. At least I got a cool saying. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. Sonny, what you been doing? Working?
Just
bobbing and weaving.
It was a long week.
Yeah, it was.
Rather not talk about it, but we're here now, so I was able to watch some stuff and do a couple things. Stuff.
Good. Okay. Well, Anybody got
Let's-
any news?
Yeah, I got some news. I think we all got at least a piece of news. How many you got?
I got one.
Okay, you guys can go first then, I guess.
Pacific Rim: The Black is going to be a Netflix animated show. It comes out March 4th. First trailer was really confusing because it didn't really show anything. There's like 2 characters talking and that's it. Second one, you finally see some action, see some mechs. So I will be watching it. It's pretty much like Godzilla, but if you don't like that kind of anime style, you might not like this. And I don't know how many Rim fans there really are out there. So I'll watch it just because I'll try anything that says Pacific Rim on it.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are not going to care.
I'm watching this right now. I just realized that Jurassic World, Jurassic World Cretaceous? How do you pronounce it?
Cretaceous
Cretaceous Camp. It's season 2 is out, and I haven't watched that yet. But I just realized that's out. But anyway, yeah, I'll watch this right now, and we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It didn't really catch my eye, to be honest.
Was it the art style, or what?
Not the style, just the way the dialogue and the characters talk. It doesn't feel like it's Pacific Rim. It don't look like they belong in the world. I don't know if this is canon or not, because Australia is just a wasteland of nothingness. They're over by kaijus. Even though
seems like they're borrowing it, right, and like putting their own style on it.
That's what I'm guessing, because as far as I'm aware, that doesn't happen in the movies or the comics. I don't know what. Because again, at the end of Pacific Rim 2, they reopen the gates, they close them, they will close them again, and then they go, "We're gonna take the fight to them." Dun dun dun.
And a third movie we'll probably never see.
I don't know if this is like a quasi sequel, the fact that we'll never get another one, like live action. This is their constellation, or if it's just like, hey, this is a thing with Pacific Rim in it. So, see.
Yeah.
It's fine, I guess. Again, some of the kaiju looked okay. Well, I think you only saw like 2 of them.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just want one other. I know there's one other having, but just one more. Just one more. That's all I want.
Yeah, me too. I'll check it out. And like I said, I'm kind of a sucker for it.
Yeah.
All right, that was all my news. Somebody want to go?
It doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
I didn't hear them talk, so maybe they sound bad when they talk.
Sounds silly, like anime style.
Yeah, but it's anime. Okay, my piece of news. Supposedly there is a. Let me get to it just to make sure I say it right. Black Panther: Kingdom of Wakanda spinoff.
Oh yes,
is coming to Disney Plus, so that'll be interesting to watch. Especially without Black Panther himself. Is it animated? Is that what you're gonna ask?
No, Coogler is involved, isn't he?
Yes, it's attached to the series.
What is it spinoff of?
Part of the 5-year deal between his media company and Disney. What is it about? I don't have no idea. We'll find out.
Damn, that dude has a media company now.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive, man.
Media Company.
And he came off of what, Fruitvale Station or what? I mean, that was like his claim to fame, no?
I think so.
And then he got into the Creed, and then Panther. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're gonna go forward with this Panther stuff.
With Michael B. Jordan.
I was gonna say, I think Michael B. Jordan's gonna be the obvious one that picks it up, or his sister.
How though?
How?
His character died.
How?
Yeah, how?
Come on, bro. This is the comics. Anybody could come back. Anyone could,
but not that many have come back in the live action stuff. They haven't done it in that way.
There's only been one that died. I mean, 2 now with Iron Man, which he deserved to die. Besides Quicksilver, no one really cared about Quicksilver like that, and Joss Whedon was like, I don't care. Kill I was ready to kill off more people, but whatever. It's only really happened once. They don't really die. Um, and then with talks of Captain America coming back, it could be a prequel series, or it could be a what if series, or something. It could be a number of things that they can easily bring back Jordan, or they find a new thing in Wakanda. Goes, oh, we can recapture the soul and put him back and make him good. I don't know. They can come up with something.
Yeah.
It's always a possibility.
I just hope they don't like play out the whole Wakanda thing, because I don't know. I mean, this thing here, this article says that they want to create various things around this, not just like one series, across the 5 years. So.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if without Panther himself, is there enough story? I don't know. I mean,
there is. It's just.
Will they be good, or will people care? I guess they will, but
the bodyguard chick and her little unit of
that'd
be kind of
Delage or something like that.
To do like a one. I'm not sure of the name.
Yeah,
do
those
like
are cool.
series, like a 4 or 5 episode run. Just some small like that. Ubaku, I would love to see something with him.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
Again, I think they should be more like one-off series, of like let's like delve into this world, and each character gets their own like 5 episode series, whatever. If it's like a continuation of everything, getting because again, I don't know what the plan with this is, but if they can break it up into like one-off series, I think they stand a better chance of like being really impactful and really memorable with like those characters.
Yeah.
Instead of like 5 of like following the sister doing the same thing again, like every season. So
Shuri, yeah. I mean, she was a likable character and everything. Yeah, I guess it's just going to be interesting what they're going to do.
Yep. That is.
Okay. Well, we'll see then.
Time will tell.
Yep.
All right, Sonny, you go take over this now.
News. You got it. The trailer for Mass Effect Legacy Edition came out, and you can pre-order now on EA. Fuck you, EA. May 14th, 2021 is when the game is set to launch on PC, Origin Stream, console, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, capable with next gen. Diving into this stuff a little bit more and have people talk about it, and I think certain channels had press junket release with this trailer. They were able to go more in depth and stuff and show them other videos of what they're planning to do with it. They are making a lot of tweaks to make it universal throughout each game. So all the character options and all that kind of stuff from 3 is now part 1, instead of having to wait for that certain hairstyle or all that kind of stuff. They're working on the they're a lot of stuff is tweaking or making it flow better, especially for the first game, because I think it's like 13, 14 years old now. Making that feel more like Mass Effect 2 and giving it, just polishing up, making it look nicer. Clearly, they're working on the graphics. There's a lot of there's a number of videos you can see out there that like side-by-side comparisons. Yeah, I'm excited, very excited. Ever since the talks of the trailer and everything coming out, I've just been thinking of those storylines and characters and stuff I did in the game. And so bad. This is absolutely my favorite game franchise of all time. Even with Andromeda, I generally enjoyed Andromeda. It's not the best, but I enjoy it.
I liked it more than I thought.
Yeah, man, this, I won't go as far as say this is my Star Wars, because Star Wars is my Star Wars, but this, oh man, if they
came close, man. I mean, it
damn near fucking close, and
did a good job.
If they bring anything to live action, then man, I'm just gonna take my money, please, all of it.
That would be nice. Yeah,
man, I love Mass Effect.
It's great, man.
It's fantastic.
It's just gonna be what do you think? If somebody never played, how long would it take them to beat all 3 games? Maybe 60 to 100 hours. Like good 20. The first one's like 25 or maybe.
I'd say more 30ish if you do because all the DLC is now in here too.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
you gotta bump that up maybe about 5-10 hours per game.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 30 hours first one. The second one you could put in a lot of hours if you want to do everything.
Yeah.
The third one is a little more or streamlined because of the storyline, but probably easily 70 hours maybe total. Just guessing because
Yeah,
especially
probably.
I want to do everything. I want to collect it all. I want to do all the side missions, everything. So
Mm-hmm.
um
The
yeah.
second one I love a lot. I mean, it's like the pace changed and it was like the like the second movie in a trilogy that really kicks up the action and the pace and side characters in a different way. Like the first one's to me, a little slower
Yeah.
from what I
Not,
remember because I haven't played that for 13
mm,
years.
yeah.
So after seeing the trailer, I kind of got excited, and then I looked up on PlayStation Network PlayStation Store. I'm kind of sad that it's not for PS5. Like it's not.
It's not. It's going to be backward compatible.
Yeah, which
PS4
kind of
only. Yeah.
stinks. Yep. I don't know if I'm gonna spend $60 for it.
Mm-hmm.
But the trailer I saw looked awesome for it. So.
Yeah, the voice acting's good. The story's good. You can really make it your own. All
Yep.
that stuff. So, yeah, I would say try it out sometime.
Yeah, this game, just like, a lot of games talk about consequences and things meaning the game, and a lot of it's bullshit. But this game, you can play side by side, make different things happen, and it's not the same game.
They'll kill your allies forever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean they'll do stuff that really has impact. So
yeah, it is fantastic. It is, again, I can talk about this shit all day.
Fantastico.
But
yeah, there was one ally I lost. Man, that sucked.
it hurts because, like,
Lost him for the next two games. I mean, I never got him back.
oh yeah, because
Dead is dead.
yeah, he done got dead. Going off what you said, Frank, yeah, Mass Effect 2 did what most movies can't do. How like the sequel is rarely ever as good as the first one.
Yeah.
This Mass Effect 2 is the best out of the lot because there's like what 12 companions
Mm-hmm.
team, and they made, with the exception of, you can argue Jacob was kind of boring and not that interesting, but 11 out of 12 characters on that ship, they're all fleshed out and they all feel like you genuinely know them. So when you go in
Was
that,
Jacob the prisoner guy?
no, that was Jack.
Oh
Jacob,
yeah.
the Cerberus soldier guy.
Oh yeah, he was kind of lame.
Yeah. He's a,
Hmm.
I think too much, well, I won't say hate, but like slack, but he's complicated. I mean, he's a soldier guy. It's just part of his nature. But,
A little bit one note. Yeah.
but man, like,
But those characters you really cared about, and like you wanted to do their side missions for them and stuff.
yes, and again, like at the end with Suicide Mission, you can generally lose a lot of people. You can even lose everybody. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's really good. People need to maybe copy off of Mass Effect's idea of writing and different arcing stories, because a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know how to do that. But anyways,
Dialogue choices, yeah. And we're probably gonna talk about this when it comes out, but
yeah. So
yeah.
hey,
Are you guys buying it?
oh yeah, I'm buying this for.
Man,
I'm
I
going
should
to.
probably support it because I love it, but do I really? Am I able to pay $100? I mean, I don't know.
Yes, yes, sure.
I'll tell you like in my nerd out later, but for 50-hour game, it took me like 6 months.
Yeah, well,
So
you don't have too much time, unfortunately, but this will be my birthday present to myself, so
that's
I'm
good.
buying it.
Yeah, grab it, man. It looks like they're putting a lot into it. I'm looking at the site and they're showing so much stuff, even actual videos and screenshots and everything.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Cool.
Moving on from that, Cloverfield 2 is officially happening after 13 years. What appears to be a direct sequel to the original one, not a spin-off or
Oh
alternate
yeah.
type of film. Um, It's
Did you hear about this too?
there's been talks of like, oh, some of the main characters might come back, which there's only like two of them alive at the end, and they probably died. So I don't know who they're gonna bring back, but yeah, this kind of I think this is gonna lean away from the found footage and be more of a straight up like movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be interesting to see what they do next with it, because essentially this Clover, he's kind of, I won't say invincible. They haven't tried every trick in the book, but the guy's getting shot at and bombs dropped on him all day and night, and he just doesn't die. He's just walking around breaking shit. So it's gonna be interesting, because I don't. I mean, we sat here and talked about. I had a couple of beers and talked about it. We probably come up with an idea, but I don't know. With J.J. Abrams as a producer, you never know what's going to happen. It could be a bait and switch. It could be a 180. It could be another mystery box stuff. So
yeah, and the way they're, dropping the found footage thing.
Yeah, so
kind of interesting, but I don't know. What's the one that came out on Netflix? The the Paradox. Everybody was really into that. I think it
came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, man. I guess part of it was the way they dropped it. They're just like, go watch it now. Like after this, go watch it. Like you can just watch it now.
And he broke the news while we were watching the Super Bowl, because the trailer came out during the Super Bowl, and then it was like, hey, after the Super Bowl, you can now stream Cloverfield Paradox.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
That was cool. The movie was good.
I liked it.
I think it was good. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, why not? I'd say keep going with monster stuff.
Yeah.
More Cloverfield, go right ahead.
You did it, Sonny, or you did?
Huh?
You said you did like it or you didn't?
I liked it a lot. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know. I know people hate it. They hate it with a fucking passion. I really enjoy the not science fiction behind it, but I guess like there's alternate realities, alternate worlds. There's things are flung to the future and the past, and the implication is that this event that happens in the movie changes everything, like causes a ripple effect, throwing things to the future and the past. And I think a lot of people think this like the actual storyline. I don't think it is. But that's for a whole another talk. But yeah, this is just again I like the first one a lot. I like every movie that's tied with it so far. I definitely want to see what they're going to do with a direct sequel. What kind of direction they're going to do with it. So that has my it has my interest.
I'll be right back.
All right. Do you want us to hold on for a second?
No, you can keep going.
All right. I'll just throw this one out real quick. I don't believe doesn't come too much conversation. On Indiegogo, there's a crowdfunding thing for, let's see what they're called. A Tim Kettle WT2 Edge first two-way translation earbuds. The world's first bi-directional translation. Translation speed in 0.5 to 3 seconds. These supposedly new Edge earbuds are supposed to allow you to be able to translate a number of languages pretty much almost instantaneously. Their funding goal was 10,000, and they're at they're over $500,000.
Holy crap!
With 28 days left to do it.
Oh my god!
If these work the way that they should work, this is a huge game changer, especially if you travel or want to travel a lot.
Yeah.
To talk to someone and understand what they're saying. It's pretty cool.
I hope it works for all these people's sake who bought into it.
Or it could be another scam. Who knows? Life is strange like that. But I just thought it was kind of like a cool little tech thing to bring up. Again, trying to bring more tech news and just bring other aspects of the nerd and geek world into our conversation stuff. So.
Yeah, This has been something people have always wanted. I mean, we kind of could do it with certain apps, I think,
Yeah,
and you could do
Panther.
that. But yeah,
Yeah.
but I guess how does it like? I mean, when you talk back, how does the other person understand?
So it might not. So it's not talking back, but it allows you to understand what they're saying, and
Yeah.
maybe if you can break that barrier, here, take this earbud, put in your ear, understand what I say. Um,
People aren't gonna want to do that. I don't want your fucking earwax.
again, it's work in progress, but
Yeah.
it is pretty cool. It's so going on some of the basics here. Now maybe it does talk back. I just
Oh, okay.
the speaker at the bottom talks back, but it supposedly works offline translation, bi-directional. So bi-directional, I would assume it goes both ways. It can translate and then talk back, I guess. I'm not sure how the settings work. Offline languages, up to 40 languages, up to 95% accuracy, smart
Mm-hmm.
noise cancellation. Yeah. So there's again this I don't I oh here you go. It's
Oh yeah.
accuracy is up to 40 languages and 93 accents. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It says yeah. You like exactly what you said. You share one of the buds with somebody,
Yeah, there you go. See, so science. Aha.
and then there's a
So,
speaker mode too, so your phone can talk back for you.
Oh, nice.
so you're supposed to share one of the buds?
You could if you want to, but there's also a speaker mode where you can have your phone, like talk back for you,
That's cool.
so they don't have to have a bud.
Yeah, if these work,
I hope it works. I mean, they are saying that they have 15 servers across the world, which I thought they were going to use their own. I mean, they were going to use like public stuff.
Mm.
So the only question would be is their service any good?
Yeah. A lot of questions still up in the air, but I think it's a step in the right
That's
direction. Just
insane though. The
yeah,
amount of money they made.
that
Holy
someone's
crap.
actually trying to do this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, man. I don't know what the price tag for individual one is. Yes, I do. I lied. Um, here you go. So, early bid. That's W2 Edge Bird, say 45% off, typically 200. You can get into the bid for $109 USD.
How much?
109.
109.
Yeah.
Is there an ongoing charge for the service or no? 109, yeah. Otherwise, it's going to be 199.
Yeah, about $200.
No additional fees, it says. Just your cellular data.
Yeah, again, there's a lot of logistic things. I'm not quite. I did if I sat down and probably understood it a little better, I'd be able to give you the full picture. But
No, that's all right. I probably asked too much.
I don't know how to. When it comes to tech, I understand what I'm reading, but I don't know what the hell I'm reading.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a pretty insane barrier to break with the amount of money.
It's so cool. I hope it works, man.
Almost 4,000 backers.
Yeah. So
cool.
Lots of money, lots of people. So I want it to work. I really do.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Moving on from that. Some people may or may not remember that Netflix was reportedly doing a live action Legend of Zelda show and a couple properties for Nintendo, but Nintendo out of nowhere pulled the streaming rights and said, nope, can't do this. No, never mind.
I think it's because it leaked.
Yeah, so the
I think you're right.
From ScreenRant.com, they are saying that someone in the Netflix side leaked out some information that they were going to be working on a live action Zelda film or TV series or some kind of live action property. And Nintendo freaked out and said, nope, never mind. Nope. See, this is why we can't work with nobody. We can't trust nobody. Because they are very, very tight with the properties. They don't let anything go. They flag reviews on YouTube all the time.
Oh yeah.
They're very tight with their.
You should show like their footage, right? Like from their game.
Show anything, they go, nope, flag, get down. So they're very protective of their properties.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been no other talks of any live action for anything since then. Now this is not neither Netflix or Nintendo's come out and said that this is 100% true, but from other leaked articles and information and all that kind of stuff, they believe this is why it never went forward. That there's a leak. Nintendo basically said this is why, paraphrasing super here, but basically says we can't trust anybody. Never mind. This is not going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, I wonder if they are that way because of the 90s movie. And they want their stuff to be good. I don't know what they're trying to do. But I don't even how could they even do any of this in live action? I don't know.
Oh, you can. You could do it with, again.
But should they? I don't know.
I think some can.
I guess if it was like a kids movie, right? I mean, obviously.
It doesn't have to be a kids movie, honestly.
It's like one of those that's kids, but it's like the adults can have fun too, I guess.
Yeah, and the only hard thing would be is that the timeline is weird. I think after the third game or the fourth game, it splits into 3 different timelines.
Oh, okay. I don't really remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like was like Windbreaker or Windtaker. That's its
Oh,
own.
you're talking about Zelda. I thought you were talking about Mario.
Oh, no. Yeah, like Zelda breaks off.
Zelda's always like
that.
Almost like anthology, right?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I guess they could pick one and go with it.
There was also talks on this deal of like a claymation version of Star Fox. So.
Oh God.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
So.
That'd be really weird.
I think it'd be kind of interesting to see.
Claymation Star Fox. That's funny.
Maybe like a 10-minute clip, but. But
so
yeah.
What leaked though? Like part of what they're working on, or what?
Yeah, the fact that they were talking of doing like a live action Zelda.
Just the fact that they talked together.
Yeah, no, the fact that someone said, "Hey, we're working on this."
Oh shit!
This weren't talks to do.
And they get real pissy. Yeah.
Yeah, like no, my ball. I go home.
Wow,
so
that's ridiculous.
Like, okay, fine. I mean, it's your property. Do what you want, I guess. But
that would happen with any company they go with. I don't see how they can not.
Yeah.
Unless you're Mandalorian and nothing leaks out of your show.
Yeah.
Maybe Yoda didn't leak, Luke didn't leak.
Like that's different. The reason why I say it's different is because like those people on the shows, they love Star Wars, where they would never think of like betraying it at all.
But what if it was a crew person? Like who said that?
They probably had them sign contracts. Hey, if you say this, we will sue you for everything you're worth. Because
we'll bury you. You'll never work here again.
Yeah, and that happens a lot. Like
never work in Hollywood again.
Like if you remember Tarantino's Hateful Eight got leaked, and he was like, you know what, I'm not gonna make it now. Like
he was really pissed.
He changed his mind, thankfully. But that happens a lot where Nolan has someone drive the script to someone's house, sit there, watch them read it. When they're done, they take it back, and then they drive off.
Oh yeah, because who was it? Somebody left something in their hotel, and then somebody found the script, and then somebody leaked it that way. There was some big movie recently that happened to.
Yeah, so
some guy left it in his hotel or something.
Yeah, and there's like gag orders on stuff that the lot of do. Like if you say this, we can take your paycheck back, or we can do this, or they can do a bunch of stuff. It's just part of the business, which I think is good because especially nowadays where everything is leaked and everything is known already. It's not a surprise when you can sit there and be like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I get that part.
All right, whatever, Nintendo. Take your crap. Get out of
here. Leave. We don't want you. Moving on from that. Let's see here.
If anything, they would self-produce it, I guess.
They could even do that. I think Ubisoft is trying to do. Well, I think they tried once with the Assassin's Creed movie, didn't work out too well. But they have their own.
It was a Far Cry movie too, right?
Oh yeah, it was straight to
Yeah.
DVD. Oh boy, that was bad.
Did you guys watch Assassin's Creed movie? I always meant to, and I never did.
Nope.
Oh, I saw the trailer.
Oh, Fassbender's in it.
Yeah, it didn't look
Yeah.
bad.
I'm not gonna watch it, but yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I,
Fassbender.
yeah, I just I think that franchise would do a lot better if they didn't bring in the Isus and the whole human Damien aspect of all that shit. I think they would have been off just straight assassins. But whatever.
Yeah, I get you.
Moving on from all that, Sony's Resident Evil reboot will actually be in theaters in September, September 3rd, 2021. Starring a bunch of people, which I am not good at names, but we're gonna try anyways. Kaya Sodero from
Really want to challenge yourself?
Yeah, well, challenge is more like failing 100%. Hannah John Kamen from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Robbie Amell, Tom Hooper. Like I said, me no English well. Avon Jorgan, I think that's how you pronounce it. A bunch of people from different shows and movies that you would definitely know if I tell you. The young lady Kaya from Crawl, she was in Skins.
Oh, okay.
Hannah was the main bad guy in Ant-Man and the Wasp. She was Phantom Ghost lady?
Yeah, I know who you mean.
Yeah. Tom
Ghost, I
Hooper.
think. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Tom Hooper's from the American the Umbrella Academy.
Right.
Neil
he's Wesker. That's kind of a good one, actually.
So yeah, so there's a lot of people tied to this. People that I do like. This article does say that they want to stay more true to the tone and the feel of the original first two games, more of a dark atmosphere and kind of like tension building, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I have a soft spot for the actual Resident Evil series that came out
Which
with
one?
Mila Jo.
Oh, yeah, some of them. Some of them.
I like some, man. I do. They are stupid, but they're fun stupid.
I like
and
1 and 3. 2's okay.
With the exception of the last one is garbage. It's hot trash. But I have fun with all of them except for the last one.
Yeah. Which one was that? Afterlife?
Yeah, it retconned everything.
Oh no, wait, the final chapter. Yeah.
But
anyway. I don't like the guy they picked for Leon in the Sony reboot.
What are you guys talking about?
Not seem correct.
Oh, thank you for joining the conversation.
The Resident Evil movie.
Sony's doing.
Yeah.
So sorry we interrupted it. We're not good enough. News isn't good enough for you to go ahead and join the conversation. We'll try better next time.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, I am.
Isn't there another reboot happening for Resident Evil?
No, sir. You're not in this conversation. We'll talk to you next news article.
I think I would watch it.
Yeah, again, like I'm hesitantly excited because I do like it. I do like Resident Evil, but they can easily mess it up again really bad.
Oh, you guys are talking about the new reboot. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so
yes, sir.
Yeah, again, just going into it. Even the games have gone back to their roots again of horror and suspense. So
yeah,
the best time for that style to come back. So we'll see.
Yeah, if they do that, yeah, I'll be on board.
Yeah. Got two more news articles. Shudder will not air the planned Creepshow segment starring Marilyn Manson. For those who don't know, recently Evan Rachel Wood came out and accused them of grooming her at a young age and abusing her for many years, or while they were together. And I believe a couple other of women have come out to yeah, he's basically abusive as shit.
Yeah, not surprised to hear that.
I thought not to judge no one by the looks, but I unfortunately.
Mom was right.
Um, I don't know if you guys saw the original Creep Show, or not the original. I guess the first. I guess the reboot on Shudder.
I
There's
watched a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, take all this stuff out, he probably would have fit well in that world. But this is the real world, and if this is true, you can go fuck yourself, Marilyn Manson. Again, proven, due process, and all that stuff. But Shutter is
Yeah.
saying we're not going to show it, and I think it's a good move. Um,
Yeah.
Now the only thing is, sucks for everyone else that was in the episode. They're not going to be able to get their time, to like screen. But maybe they'll put him on another episode in season 3. Say, hey, sorry guys, which I would. I'm like, here, you can have.
Oh, okay. So this was going to be part of season 2.
Yeah. So they're pulling it, and they're gonna replace it with a different story that's not titled or who's in it yet. But yeah, so Shutter made that choice and said, we're not gonna do that.
It says he was also dropped from American Gods.
Yes, that's
I
right.
didn't know he was part of that.
I didn't even know he was a part of that either.
Yeah.
What is this show about?
It's based on a book by Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman.
It's about gods.
About God.
The first season was okay. Second one got. I don't know. I couldn't get to it. Yeah, like all kinds, Norse and all kinds of different ones from different nationalities and stuff. And they all have this little secret god war that they're waging for people's attention. There's one that's kind of like the god of technology, maybe, because so much people put so much into that, and the other ones lose power because they stop believing in them, things like that. That's kind of what it's about.
Do you know when the book, the comic came out?
Oh, no, it was a book, just a regular book.
Oh, okay. I was curious because Supernatural fan. There was an episode, I think, like in season 5. All the old gods came together and be like, "Hey, the devil's gonna fuck everything up." It's like, well, people stop believing in us. We're not as strong as we used to be, but we can still fuck them up. They couldn't.
This was 2001 original published.
Interesting.
So maybe they did get influenced by that.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me, but I didn't get into season 2. They had a really hard time making that. They lost people and they lost writers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and now again, I don't know if Marilyn Manson was in it originally or he was going to, and they had to reshoot a bunch of stuff. But yeah, so I guess when more develops from the story, we'll bring in more. Maybe ?
Yeah.
We'll see. We tend to try to keep things lighter on this podcast, but I think every now and then it's important to bring some kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Even just in
just
passing,
touch on it,
talking about it, something like that. So
yeah,
stop being assholes, people. Just stop it. Be nice. Last piece of news that I have for you guys. May 14th is going to be a good day for me. Neo-Western film that Tyler Sheridan has been working on is getting a release date, May 14th, 2021. This is part of that Warner Brothers HBO deal, so it's most likely going to be on HBO Max same day as theater. This is a neo-noir Western starring Angelina Jolie, also John Bernthal, and see here other names.
Is that what the movie's called? Neo-Western?
It is called Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Oh, okay.
The story is a survivalist and a young teenager are out in the woods doing some exploration stuff, and they end up seeing a murder. So now they're on the run from 2 twin hitmen that are chasing them through the woods. But with all that already piled on, there's actually a forest fire happening right behind them as they try to run and save their own lives. So this is based off a book of the same title.
Okay.
I typically don't follow writers and their history and and all that kind of stuff because typically their stuff either gets butchered to a point or they don't have much say in the actual film itself.
Mm-hmm.
But I genuinely love this guy's work. I genuinely love his writing. I've seen articles of his stuff and everything he's done so far. I've been a huge fan. For those who don't know, he wrote Sicario 1 and 2,
Mm.
Hell or High Water, Wind River. He did the Yellowstone TV series, and that's also getting a prequel series as well. He's doing this. He's working
Yeah,
on.
this guy's really good.
Yes. Very interesting story overall, but I'm super excited for this. It's a neo noir western, so it's probably a modern day western, but with darker themes
Yeah.
than like just black hats and white hats and good
I
versus.
mean, Hell or High
Probably,
Water was amazing. Sicario, another amazing. Wind River, very good. Yeah, man.
I love it.
Down for this.
Absolutely. And it's going to be on HBO Max. I would definitely go to the theaters. I hope it had my shot by then and, all that kind of stuff. Do I want to take a
Yeah.
shot? No. But if I want to have a normal life again, I'll take it.
It says that anything on WB is only there for 31 days.
Yes.
And then what does it go away for like 4 months until like
No, and then it goes into the theaters full time.
And then eventually you can buy it if you want it.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So you get 30 days to watch it.
Okay. I will check this out. I mean, it's part of HBO Max. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his work. So, yeah.
I think here. I won't go over who else is in it, but yeah, just you just need to know that it is coming and you should watch it. And that is my news. Boom.
Cool beans. Who wants to nerd out?
I'll nerd out. I don't got much.
Okay.
Have not played any of the other games, which is sad. I already said I was nerding out on the stocks. And I guess the one thing I was nerding out on is I really wanted to see The Little Things because I kind of psyched myself up. And did you guys all watch it?
I
Not
did.
yet.
Yeah.
You can talk about it.
I was disappointed in it.
Yeah.
Best part of the movie was Leto, and unfortunately, Leto does not have a big part in it. Denzel
is kind of weird.
Yeah, Denzel is Denzel, but he's a weird Denzel. And then Raimi, is it Rami or Raimi?
I think it's Raimi. That's what I hear.
Raimi, he talks weird, man. Like he doesn't fit the role.
Not really.
His dialogue isn't great.
No.
Yeah, he's just a weird cat, man. Like he's not made for every single role.
Yeah.
And
they're trying to put him into everything now.
He was great as Freddie Mercury, but like I know he could do other good stuff, but this one wasn't made for him, man. Like he was
great in Robot, iRobot. Or no, I'm sorry.
Like
Mr. Robot. My bad.
But this was just kind of weak on his part. I'm sorry, not on his part. This was just a bad casting, I think. For it. He deserves better. I mean, he did the most he can, but I don't know. It just the whole movie didn't seem right, and I'm kind of sad about it. What else? I felt like I did something else, but I think that might be it. That might be it with that. So, haven't really picked up anything else to watch. Oh, I did finish Harley Quinn. So I'm caught up on that finally. And then the TV show, the cartoon TV show. And that's really it. I got a hankering to watch Old Man Logan. So I'm going to probably watch that this week. I want to see how that kind of holds up with everything. But yeah, that was it.
Cool. All right, man. I guess I'll go.
All right.
I also watched The Little Things. I was expecting to want to turn it off at some point, and I don't think I reached that point. And by that point, I
You
did.
didn't. You didn't reach it because you were hoping to get something.
Yeah. The climax doesn't
Spoiler
work.
alert: you never got anything.
Nah, no, you don't. I mean, I haven't liked Denzel in a movie for a while, and in this one, I was okay with it. I thought he was good and kind of reminded me of some of his previous stuff. I know he's past his prime and all, but I didn't mind him here. I don't think he was the biggest problem here, like basically what you were touching on. So I eventually ended up giving it like a 5.5. So yeah, I mean the way they were drumming it up, and
Yeah.
that always happens. But
I'm more excited for Malcolm and Marie, which stars his son.
Netflix.
I think his son John David Washington is going to be probably more popular than he is, or I'm sorry, a little more successful than he is. Hopefully,
I
I don't
haven't
know.
seen
Maybe
him
that's
in
too much.
anything except Tenet, and I just don't see the appeal of him. But
Maybe that's too
I,
much. Maybe that's too much. But I like him a lot, and he looks good in this one. This whole movie, it looks like it's all dialogue.
bigger
Which,
than his dad, I doubt it.
yeah, I can see that. Maybe that's too much.
He's a little bit older, isn't he? Is he like almost 40 or something?
John David?
Yeah, I mean not that it matters, but I think I don't know. I thought we would have seen him sooner if he. Anyway, I do want to see what Sonny thinks on this movie, so we'll wait for that.
36.
But 36. Okay, yeah.
Actually.
I think last Friday, or like right after we had our podcast, I finished Ghost of Tsushima finally. Took me about 50 hours. Like I said, it took me like 6 months, but I kept doing other stuff in between, so that's probably why. And right now I'm like trying to find something new to play. I do have a backlog, but it's kind of like my whole backlog is like nothing but open world. So I'm like, I can't do it. I can't start another 50-hour adventure. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like too much sometimes. So I did play Destruction All Stars to fill the time.
Okay.
I played maybe.
Oh, that's finally out.
Yeah, it's available. It's gonna be for 60 days. I don't know what happens after 60 days, if they're gonna charge $60 for it if you want to keep playing. I'm not sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because I could already see they're gonna have micro transactions for skins and all that kind of stuff.
Of course.
But I played maybe 2 hours, and I think it's okay. It definitely should be a free to play game, but it's sort of fun to try and just like destruction derby, hit each other with cars and stuff. And there's a lot of characters that you can pick, and they all have like different abilities, and their cars, they have their own signature cars. And if you're on foot, you could kind of dodge, and you could jump on a car and try to take it over, or you could blow it up. And yeah, so I don't know. It's okay. You should try it for free, but I can't see them charging $60 and then people actually paying for it.
Oh, some will. But yeah, it didn't look that appealing in the first place.
Yeah, nah, it's really not very good. It's really hard to hit people. To me, just can't hit them. And it gets frustrating because like you try to, and then you're like on the other side of the map, and then nobody's there. You got to drive to the other side, and then if you ever lose your vehicle, you're trying to scramble and get another one, and it's just kind of, you're like, I just want to get back in the car. And there's no real like attacks. It's just all ramming each other. So it's it's kind of like you guys could have just made another Twisted Metal or something instead.
Yeah, a little better.
And then I've been playing a little Cold War when I get a chance. They added I don't know if you guys remember this map, the train map, where like every so often a train passes by, and it's like a terminal station, and it's got like these really tight quarters inside of a train.
Oh yeah. I
Thanks
remember
for texting me when you were on. It means a lot.
yeah. Oh, you're welcome, man.
Yeah.
And I got the new shotgun that's in that game. Hard to use. It's only good for close quarter, obviously, but that's really it, man. I didn't have too much, and I couldn't find stuff to watch. I watched Annabelle Creation. It was not bad, actually.
that. It's the best out of the three,
Worth
for
watching.
sure. Yeah,
It
it's
was
really good.
creepy. Yeah, it was actually good.
I could be wrong. I think it was the director of Lights Out that did that one. I could be wrong,
Okay.
but
Isn't that James Wan though?
no, I don't think so.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
Okay. Lights Out was so forgettable.
What?
I
Like Lights Out.
I liked it a lot.
Oh, okay. For some reason, it just didn't work for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I get any time you give me, I'll talk your ear off. But I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm. David F. Sandberg. I don't even know who that is.
Is David S. Sandberg?
You're right. Actually, Lights Out, Shazam. He directed Shazam as well.
With Shaq?
No.
Oh man.
The DC latest DC movie.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's right. I still haven't seen that one.
Yep. That's all I did, man. What you do, Sonny?
I rewatched a couple stuff. Watched some stuff I haven't seen. I'm still trying to find Cobra somewhere I can stream it. So far, I don't think I can. I think I got to pay to watch, which is fine. But I just
Cobra Kai?
No, Cobra with
Stallone.
Yep.
I'm surprised you found it.
I mean, it's not streaming anywhere. I think I have to either rent it or buy it. So I'm gonna see, but maybe all of a sudden it's gonna be somewhere now. I guess I'll start with this two stuff I hadn't watched. They're like older films. I saw Soldier with Kurt Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's terrible. It's god awful. It's bad.
That bad, huh?
Man,
I just found Cobra for you, Sonny. So I'll send it to you.
Sweet. Yeah, this movie was shitty.
Damn.
Because again,
it's like 98, right? Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I know the 90s. I think it was late 90s, but man, oh boy. Well, where to begin? So you know how he's very charismatic. Every time he's on screen, he's just bam. It's Kurt Russell. This time he's mute for like 90% of the film. They don't have him talk barely.
Yeah.
And walking around. Like, the general idea is that he's a super soldier basically. He was trained from birth to be a soldier, to be the perfect type of soldier. They come along. They make these new ones. He becomes obsolete. They drop him off in a wasteland planet, and he has PTSD, and he's taken in by a bunch of wastelanders and taught how to be a human again. And they're doing the backdrop of the like big sci-fi film, and it didn't need to be that at all. Terrible casting. The acting is not great. You don't get the action stuff till the last 20 minutes, and that's okay. And like I said, his dialogue is so minimal at best. It's just him. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. He hasn't even. I mean, his face is like stoic the whole time.
Yeah, it's a waste of a talent that you have. This movie was really stupid. Because I've always seen
Paul
the box
W.S. Anderson.
And I always saw the box cover. Like, that was kind of cool. Maybe it's this cool little action film I never knew about. Nope. I'm glad I will never watch it again in my life.
This is him coming off of
in my life.
So
yeah,
I think that's like the last good movie he did.
Which one?
Event Horizon.
Oh yeah.
I did a few others that were okay, but yeah. I remember it. I mean, I haven't watched it since '99, so I think I'll stay away then.
Yeah, the Event Horizon is the better option if you had to choose something. Yeah, this one is hot booty trash. It's on. If you want to watch it, it's on HBO Max. But watch at your own risk.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing I saw was Mulholland Falls. is also on HBO Max. It's with
Hmm.
wow, who's in
Is
it?
that the X-Men animated series right there?
No, it's
Oh, okay.
it takes place in
Bum,
the
bum, 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 bum,
it's about a
bum,
cop
bum.
that look into the death of this prostitute and
Oh, no. Can't get it
um
out of my head. Are
the
you sure
movie.
it's not Mulholland Drive?
No, there's a Mulholland Drive, but there's a Mulholland Falls.
Okay. I can't find it on.
They might have taken it off. I think it was
Oh, okay.
on. I think it was leaving soon, but
Okay.
um,
Sorry, man. Go ahead.
Mulholland Falls.
it's I like the general idea behind it, but it was just boring. The
Hmm.
dialogue wasn't great. There's not much going on. There's just a lot of flashbacks that are unnecessary. It looks good, like
It looks like a noir movie. Yeah.
yeah, the
Got
I
some
don't,
good actors in here.
oh yeah, again a lot of good actors in there. It just
Malkovich, Penn, Madsen, Nolte.
Nick Nolte, Jesus, yeah,
How did you ruin this? Wow.
yeah, man, I don't know, it's weird. It's
Threw
like
it away.
there's like three stories I'm trying to tell in here that don't really mix well together. The characters are kind of uninteresting. Dialogue's not great. It just kind of slogs its way through. Again,
Yeah.
visually it's great. The costume design, the cars, and the setting is really cool. It's just kind of meh at best. Um,
Yeah.
Meh.
yeah, just meh.
That
If,
sucks.
if you say watch this or Soldier, I would say watch Mulholland Falls, but it's not a ring endorsement. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
Frank, you just sounded like oh my god, what's his name?
What? Bob's Burgers or something? Jerk.
No, that's actually a compliment.
I didn't know
The-
Chris Penn died.
What?
No, I didn't know that.
Your laugh sounded like the guy from The Room. I forgot his name.
See, I always sound like an idiot. Like it's
Oh,
either
heck
like
no.
guy from the room or Bob's Burgers or something
Bob's
stupid.
Burgers is not. Bob's Burgers is a compliment.
That show like grossed me out in the first episode. I didn't want to keep watching it.
what happened? What
Keep
happened?
watching it.
Uh,
You
I was
keep
really
watching
weirded out. It was just so weird.
Telling you, you keep watching it.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say keep watching it. It is a pretty decent show. Uh, I'm not die hard with Bob's Burgers, but it is good though to watch.
Okay.
Huh? I don't know.
Okay. Hello.
Um,
Whatever.
Going off of Mulholland Falls, I started playing Cyberpunk again. Still fun.
Just wading
So,
through the trash
not
this
for-
week, huh?
Yeah, it's still fun.
Just weeding through the trash.
I'm sorry, man.
No wonder you had a bad fucking week.
It was
Nah,
fantastic.
because I could see somebody trying to see if Soldier was any good. You know, I could see him like seeing if these movies are any good, and they weren't. So that sucks. You get burned sometimes.
Oh yeah, and I'm trying to watch a lot more stuff I haven't or I've missed or I haven't seen yet instead of watching the ones I just want to watch again and again because I
Yep.
can watch like if you give me Tombstone and True Romance to like watch for like 5 months straight, I'll watch both fucking movies and I love it every time. Um, Cyberpunk is Cyberpunk. It still has issues. I really enjoyed the side mission stories and like again it's a waste. Someone said on YouTube it's like the most perfectly flawed unfinished game. It's like yeah, it's really good when it's good,
Mhm.
but it's really fucking shitty too.
Yeah.
um,
Have you noticed any improvements since November?
oh yeah, it's gotten better. It's
Yeah.
not as laggy. It's more responsive.
Mhm.
It's not crashing it nearly as much as it used to, which again shouldn't have to fucking do this. Day one should work fine, but yeah,
Yeah.
like again, like some of the side mission stuff are really cool, the look and everything, but it's still cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Uh, I definitely say bash the shit out of them for what they did, but there's something here, and
I think they
hopefully
said they got a minimum of 2 million refunds.
that's good.
It could be more.
Get your money, get it back.
Yeah.
Moving on to the other two things that I rewatched to see if they were still. I watched Street Kings with Keanu Reeves, directed by Dare.
I have a feeling you were okay with this.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. The story is actually pretty good. It's engaging.
Mm-hmm.
The dialogue is heavy-handed and cheesy, and it doesn't help. The majority of it is from Keanu Reeves, but it also helps because it is Keanu Reeves. So it's like it kind of like it's bad, but in a good way.
I remember I cracked up a couple times at some of the stupid things.
The shit he says is hilarious. Him saying it in his cheesy way, like trying to be a badass. It's funny as shit.
Yeah, they kept saying burner at one point, like what's his name? Whitaker was like, "Give me a burner." He's like, "My burner." I ain't giving you my burner. That's too funny, dude. I remember kind of enjoying it though. Like back then, I haven't seen it since then.
If you are sensitive to I don't know, racial slurs or stuff like that, don't watch this because there's a lot of that shit in here. But
Chris Evans is in it.
Yeah, but it's for a purpose. It's just like this guy's clearly in the deep end of this shit. Like he deals with nothing but shit, and again, like I don't want to talk about too much because if you haven't seen it, there's like a twist in there. You can see it coming from a mile away, but the way it plays out and the way he comes to that, oh, now I understand what's happening. It is really cool. I love Keanu Reeves' character. Again, the fact that when he says a line, it's hilarious, but it still works. This has definitely put me in a better mood of my nerd stuff because I was like, man, it's gonna be strike after strike this week. But nope, this is still really good because I haven't seen Street Kings in years, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna give it another shot, and I'm glad I did. It put a smile on my face.
I remember it not being too bad.
Yeah.
So I have to rewatch it now.
Yeah, do again. It's cheesy at points, but once it starts picking up and everything happens, it's like, man, this is actually a good movie. So.
Yeah.
Going from that, the last thing I'll talk about is I started rewatching Blue Mountain State again. Hilarious. It is vulgar, it is crass, it is downright pretty. I guess. Oh, for being on cable TV, it was pretty nasty. I think like the third episode is about a pocket pussy. So, it's fucking funny. The show follows a college team, and they're like Division I top, like one of the best schools in the nation for football. So they're just banging girls left and right. They're living like a rock star life in college. And this again, it's just hilarious. It is not for everyone. It's raunchy, it's dirty, but it's fucking hilarious. I genuinely love watching this.
Do you think I would find it funny, like if you're not into sports?
Oh yeah, you don't have to be into sports to
get
into this.
It's just like their antics and stuff.
Yeah, it's like the league. Like you don't have to be into fantasy football to love that show. The show's just funny, but some of those jokes will land a little harder and better if you know what they're talking about. But the jokes are still funny.
Okay.
This is definitely someone who's either been through college football and like the hazing and going through stuff, but turn it up to like 11. Maybe this is the way guys that play at Texas and Miami, and all that kind of stuff. Maybe this is the way that they actually live when you're a football player like that. But it's hilarious as shit. It's only 3 seasons and 1 movie. It's pretty easy watch. I think there's only like 10, 12 episodes each season.
Are they hour or half hour?
No, it's like half hour. So
okay.
You're in and you're out. So it's no longer on Netflix. Everything switched over to Amazon Prime. If you have it, you watch it there.
Okay.
You would say, trying to give a comparison. Like if you like, it's always Sunny in Philadelphia. If you like
Mm-hmm.
if you like stuff like that, like the more like raunchier side of comedy shows, you'll probably like this one, or at least you'll get something out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Well.
my week. Some highs, some lows. I'm definitely gonna again, like I said, I'm gonna try and watch stuff I haven't seen yet, and try to catch up on stuff that I missed. Cause
Yeah, I
yeah,
tried to do that. I watched 2 Netflix originals that I didn't because I really was in search of stuff I haven't seen, but I didn't think they were really notable enough to mention. I thought they were gonna be good, but they just really weren't that good. If
yeah.
you're curious, it's Outside the Wire and The Wandering Earth.
I was
Don't.
curious about Outside the Wire.
Yeah, it was all right. It was kind of bad. Wandering Earth was like it's like what's that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and the ice and it's like a disaster movie.
Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but more sci-fi elements in it. The production value is good, but it's like nothing happens, man. I don't know.
Nothing happens.
I
The movie.
really wanted to like it.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Because all of a sudden these guys show up with like really big guns and high tech stuff, and they never do anything with it. I'm like, what?
Okay.
What did you bring this gun for? There's nothing to shoot at. Stupid as hell. Like I don't know.
Your budget had to make something
I
shiny.
didn't get it. At one point, the guy shoots at the sky and screams.
I
I guess out of frustration. I don't know.
don't
And
know
then he
why.
shoots out a window later. And I'm like, that's all he did the whole movie. I'm like, oh my god. He had this badass like minigun attached to his back, and that's what he did with it. Like,
It's gonna be weird to say since Netflix isn't that old, but I kind of miss the old Netflix. When they made remember them the movie Spectre with like
yeah, that was actually good. I like
that
that one.
Wheelman,
Yeah,
like
Wheelman.
Orange is the New Black when it first came out, House of Cards, like they didn't put out a lot of content, but when they did, it was usually pretty good. Like
So now they're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping something sticks. So
yeah, which is commendable, especially to get a lot of people who are trying to get their shot. But yeah, I mean, Jesus, like every other week, every day is something new from them. Like, man, you're wasting money on this. You could have done something better. But
they do good on their posters, and they're able to get names, but they just the content, man, is no good.
yeah. Anyway, that's
we'll keep trying. We'll keep looking for stuff.
Yeah, and we'll bring it to you, the nerd universe.
We'll save you 2 hours.
Do we have anything else to add before we get into our spoiler main event topic?
Not me.
Nope.
Well, we're gonna call it a day on the main show. If you guys haven't watched WandaVision or you're not caught up yet, we'll go spoiler talks next. So, if you're gonna sign off from the show, or you're gonna sign off, come back later, join us after you catch up. You can listen to the audio version of the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, any podcast app of your choice. You wish to watch the video portion of the podcast, you can go to youtube.com, 3 Nerds on a Sunday. We'll be right there. You can follow us on Facebook for when look for notification for when the episode drops. Always on Sunday. Times may vary, but Sunday for sure. And like, share, subscribe, do all the good, fun, jazz stuff. Let us know what you like, you don't like, because again, I want my dream to come true just once. So, thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.
Bye.
All right. If you're gonna stay, then stay.
All right. Let's get spoiler talks.
You guys happy with the show?
Yes.
Okay. Me too.
I'm more excited for the Doctor Strange movie now, but yeah, I like it.
I'm curious about these kids, the way they grew like that, and what their deal's gonna be.
These kids.
Kids. I mean, you know, Vision's starting to realize stuff. Wanda knows what's going on. but she don't care. She wants to live in the fantasy.
So yeah, she stole his body and is playing house with the dead body. Um,
And a whole town.
She a crazy bitch.
They said thousands, right? She has like thousands of people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I want to say like 3,000, but it's probably in my head. But
and there's no other children in there but
yes,
her kids.
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why would she choose that?
Like Vision's like, I pass through this playground every day for work. Yeah. Never see any kids. I'm like, oh my god, it's weird. I guess we should just do a quick synopsis of the episode. We pick up where we left off. The outside world. With this episode, we're going from the outside world into the TV world. This is Family Ties. Same set and same intro of season 2 of Family Ties. I thought was really cool. We kind of see more of her, the illusion being broken more often. She's either losing control or something is happening. On the outside world, they're trying to figure out what is she. Some are calling her a terrorist. Some are saying she's misunderstood. Happening. They're trying to come to terms with that. One of the characters, because she seems to know more than what's going on. At one point, she says, "Hey, you want me to take it from the top? I kind of messed up."
That's Angus. No, it's not that she messed up. It's that Vision didn't follow the script.
How did she know the script? Is what I don't get.
Yeah, because like the fact that she said, "Hey," the fact that she took it upon herself to say, "Hey, do you want to start from the top again?" And then I think someone else alludes to that too. So either they know more, or she's, like I said, losing more or losing control.
I think parts of it are she's starting not to care as much because at one point Vision's like, "Hey, you just used your powers. Like they almost saw you, or what if they, like in the same room as somebody?"
Yeah.
Whereas like the first episode, she really tried to hide it really well.
Yeah.
And she's also telling him like, "What, why are you hiding your face? Stuff like that."
Yeah.
The other thing that was very interesting is that the kids don't react to her powers, just like how the stork didn't react to the power.
They just like think it's normal.
No. Meaning when they were babies and she wanted to use her powers to put them to sleep, the kids did not react to it, and she was kind of confused at that part. Which I think that was a bad parenting move on Wanda's part, but whatever.
She's a messed up person.
She's like, I know I'm not supposed to take shortcuts.
Yeah, so that was interesting for me. What else? What else happened? We go back and forth with Darcy and Wu and Rambo, and they start talking. Rambo's trying to figure out. Well, actually, before they start figuring out what's going on, Rambo tries to get like a head scan and all that, and finds out that it's actually blank. They don't really touch on that with the whole episode, but they brought it up, and also something with her blood work didn't come out. So something's probably going on with Rambo that we're gonna see, and then
is it because she was in there, or
it could be because she was in there and then she was thrown out. I don't know. There could be some stuff. We don't know the effects what this kind of hexagon does. They start talking. The director, you find out, is very against Wanda, calling her terrorist and all that. Wu doesn't think that's it. Wu thinks she is just in there and doesn't know why she's in there. Maybe she's trying to just have a better life. But then they find out that she actually stole the body of Vision, which is kind of grim, from S.W.O.R.D.
In pieces.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they chopped it up.
So it looks like they just like took him apart.
Yeah.
If you kind of look at it again.
Maybe she pissed her off more. I don't know.
So then what's interesting is like, how did she find out? I don't know. That's a whole.
She was probably on a rampage trying to find him, even if he was dead.
And then we find out that this happened 9 days after they came back, it seems like. Or 9 days after, or 9 days ago, nine days before this. So maybe a couple days after Thanos is defeated and all that good stuff. And then what else? What else? I lose my train of thought. Oh, then they start talking about what could this hex. What does Darcy call it?
The hex.
Hex,
Hex.
because of the shape it produced.
Yeah, so she's talking about or Rambo's trying to figure out the math of the hex. She wants to go in there. She's knowing what to put on or what to put on to get in there. And she mentions something pretty interesting. She says that an astrophysicist could figure this out, and she knows who she's talking. She knows who she could text about it. Did you guys catch that? And then they focus on the phone. Frank, did you catch that?
I didn't know.
Man, Frank, do you look for Easter eggs while watching this, or are you just like?
I do, but I miss stuff, man.
Sonny, who do you think they're talking about in that?
Shit. I mean,
oh, you didn't catch on either.
I don't, because I'm thinking the scientists in the universe who would make sense that she would know.
My biggest thing is my biggest guess is Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards.
Jeez, that'd be a big one.
Here's why: Sword is a space thing. They're looking for more astronauts. Of course, the first family are astronauts, and that's how they get their powers. So possibly
they'll go on a sword mission and it'll happen.
Maybe.
Okay. Hey man, you never know.
So it was weird too because I kind of caught it, and then I was watching some videos after just to myself, and it was weird that she says that, and they focus on the phone. That was the weird part. And I'm like, Sonny, who else can they be talking about? And I kind of thought about Mr. Fantastic. But then I was like, maybe not. And then some videos probably think the same thing as me. So who knows?
Yeah.
What else happens after that?
Rambo basically goes Captain Marvel. We don't talk about.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's like we don't talk about her. And then Rambo finds out that she's manipulating the matter, like changing it, like she's not making it. It's already there because the pantsuit that she's wearing, she's able to shoot it because it's 80% Kevlar. And then so let's send a drone in there to talk to her.
No, but hold on. You're skipping a lot of stuff. So right there, Wanda is changing reality as we know it right now. Like she's changing. So Rambo went in with a bulletproof vest. That bulletproof vest turned into those pants, which is kind of crazy, and that's what kind of perked up my ears. There was another thing you were talking about. What were you talking about before that, Sonny? I forgot what else you were talking about.
I tried to touch on the episode in general, so I'm not sure. A lot of stuff. I mean,
but she was kind of saying, like, what if we send something that doesn't have to be changed? That already fits the era that she's broadcasting.
I forgot. Sonny said something else about that, and I forgot. But anyway, keep going.
So again, I mean, there's a lot of little nuanced stuff that happens in this episode that we can talk about each bit by bit. But typically, this episode is listed a very special episode. If you know anything about the old sitcoms, they always had this one special episode that handled a very difficult topic, and the general theme of this is life and death. They get a dog. The children find a dog. The dog dies. They kind of say, "Mom, you can bring dead things back to life." And Vision's like, "What are you talking about, children? What the fuck are you talking about?" And they keep looking at him like, "You can bring him back. You know that, right?"
Yeah, that was interesting. A lot happened in this
There's a
episode.
lot. There's a lot happened. I think it was a 37-minute episode. We fast forward towards the very end. They send in a drone to talk to her. She gets really pissed. She drags out the drone. She comes out of the hex and faces him. He says, "Listen, back up. I'm gonna bust your mouth in a second." She basically says, "Listen, I have it contained. It won't get any worse. Just let me be, or I will destroy all of you." Basically, and then she gets pissed off at the director specifically.
Yeah.
I forgot the exact words that she used, but before she leaves, she actually turns all the guns towards him, and is basically
A
insinuating.
very Magneto move.
Yes.
That was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Pretty aggressive.
And again, there's a lot of little nuanced stuff that they be talked about and kind of broken down. And obviously, the biggest thing that happened, she goes back in there. She continues the story. In her and Vision are basically ready to like to throw hands at each other because he doesn't remember anything past this. That's it. He has no memory of who he is, what he is.
Before nothing.
Before it was just he was on this sitcom show with her. Basically, that's basically what he remembers. And then the doorbell rings, and it's her brother, but it's
Dun,
not.
dun.
Recasted.
Yes.
I like how they did that too. It's
They
like she
recasted him.
recasted him in the show. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Kind of cool like that.
With those who don't know, she recasted him with the actor who plays Silver on the X-Men movies, and
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters.
Peters.
And she is confused as hell. He looks like,
Yes.
you know me my whole life. What are you talking about, sis? Give me a hug.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm very excited for Doctor Strange movie now. Yeah,
They can do so much.
we'll see the
Jesus.
dialogue and the stuff that they bring up and how they incorporate them. But yeah,
Was she surprised because
She didn't know who that was.
did he show up on his own or did she make him appear?
I think.
You know
no,
this.
So.
She's still messing around. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I think there's a lot of rumors, and there's a lot of teasing that's going on. There was a poster. I think I shared it with you guys that there was a little devil in the details in the back on the wallpaper.
and that's
Holy crap.
That's twice that's been said now, maybe more. It was like the second episode.
Something about the details.
Her neighbor's reading the magazine, going, "The devil's in the details." It's oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he hasn't done much yet, but I have a feeling we're gonna get more. But it doesn't look like anybody can stop this because, Rambo got enough, had enough ground to be able to talk to her, but she already, what's her name? Wanda was like, well, I already have what I want, so there's nothing to talk about here, and she just leaves. So I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
And we have to remember, too, this is all radiation. That's how Darcy found the transmission. So something's going to happen where this has to be like a ticking time bomb. Like, people can't be in this forever, not get any kind of effect. After Wanda came out of the hex, she went back in. She did something to the hex. Now it's red. So
how long has she been doing this? Like a week or more?
You got to go for the first one because there was a missing persons.
Yeah.
And so the missing person kind of sparked all this, and that's where they kind of found it. Right. I would say maybe like a week.
I want to say about a week too.
Well, so Wanda was stolen, or I'm sorry, Vision was stolen 9 days ago. So yeah, I would probably say a week.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, and a little fun fact: the scene where she breaks into SOAR to steal the body was a deleted end credit scene from Endgame. They decided to put it in here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I think it would be really cool to see the end game. But yeah,
I'm actually glad they didn't do that. I'm glad they put that to rest. There wasn't much after Endgame. I'm glad they didn't put it in there.
Put what? I was reading something.
Oh shit!
Welcome to the conversation.
Well, I'm reading a recap about this. I'm trying to read
Y'all
something.
killing me today.
The end game where she breaks in to get Vision's body. Sonny's saying that was a after credit scene for Endgame.
Oh, okay. Was it?
So we're discussing. So we're discussing. Are you okay that it wasn't after Endgame, or would you think it would be cool if you saw the after Endgame? Sonny thought it would be cool if he saw it after Endgame. Maybe that would have put the movie on his top 10 list that year. But I personally think I'm glad they didn't show it with that because Endgame was perfect how it was, and we didn't really need to see any kind of aftermath, in my opinion.
There wasn't any after credits, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. No, it's fine like that. Let it be. Let it conclude without like dangling another carrot. And enough happened, man. You don't have to throw another thing.
I think personally it just would have been cool, because again, like I wasn't done with Marvel, but at that point I was like, if we don't get any more, I'm completely satisfied. But it's just kind of cool to be like, oh wait, there's more. I don't know. Again, like I understand not putting it in there 100%. It does make it better, but I think it would have just been cool to like, oh, what the fuck? Is she gonna be a bad guy now? What the hell's going on? Which she kind of is at this point. Not a bad guy, but she's like, maybe I should.
Well, the way she deals with everything is always with aggression.
Yeah, and
like even when we first meet her, and you know she's helping Ultron, and I mean she does a couple good guy missions, but she's like kind of unstable, and then she's selfish.
Well, like
so
the commercial, the Largos, that's where the town took place, where she blew it up, right? Or no?
Yeah,
in Civil War.
Yeah, Largos, yeah.
So I mean, her I don't want to boil it down to like daddy issues, but like she's been very aggressive throughout her entire life. She was bred to be a weapon, and she was always, like even when she tried to be a good guy, it always backfired. All this playing into that. Like Captain America was like kind of like a stable figure. Hawkeye was for in Avengers Ultron, but like Vision really grounded her. Kind of like think of like Superman and the Man of Steel, where like Lois is keeping him grounded. If she dies, the world goes to hell because
it
like
snaps.
Yeah, like it's kind of like the same thing because she's so powerful. We don't understand. She doesn't even understand her own powers. Like she can do so many things that we have no idea that she's capable. She doesn't even know she's capable of it. That she's so.
And if she loses emotional control, she could do something she doesn't even know she can.
Yeah, she's emotionally unstable to a point. As we see, she's willing to play the house with a dead body.
Could you guys remind me why is Rambo annoyed to hear about Captain Marvel?
No one knows. That's the part.
Oh, okay.
That was the part I wanted to talk about.
I thought I missed something or I forgot something.
No, I'm assuming it's because again, like she made this big impact in her when she was a child, and she probably never came back ever to her. She, again with Endgame, because with the blip, she was around. But even before then, I think she was in space just doing Captain Marvel stuff. She never came. Again, just assuming she never came back to her, and it brought her along in her adventures.
Did she make her mom sick? Do you think?
That's a good question.
Like with her radiation powers, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I just kind of okay. I thought we knew already, but I just personally didn't know.
That's actually a really good thing you brought up. That could be it too. Maybe her going up to space and playing hero caused her to die of cancer. At this point, again, I'm going to stay with this point because it does change a lot story-wise for a lot of people. They can tell darker stuff. her playing with a dead body is fucking weird. So the fact that Captain Marvel might be the cause of her mother's death could play a part in it. That could be something that is legitimately part of the story. But
so I don't think she's playing with Vision's dead body 100%.
You think she gave it some power and reanimated it?
Yeah, because it's Vision, man. Like, Vision is fighting against her on this whole thing.
Yeah,
Vision
he's telling
was
her it's
ready to
wrong.
fight her.
Yeah, because he's still an AI. It's just the stone brought it to like a physical.
So something is giving him power. I don't think it's Manifesto, because I think he would have shut that down real quick. It could be Wanda, but then
what if it's him the whole time?
Manifesto?
Yeah, like if he's, I don't know. No, but I don't know. The way they were fighting at the end, it kind of didn't make sense.
I mean,
for it to be that.
Maybe. She made a deal with him, but she doesn't remember making the deal. Like, part of the deal is that they stay in the bubble, but she doesn't remember making the deal. And now she's like, because she even seems a little confused sometimes. Like, why is this working? Why is this happening? Why are my children acting like this? I can't control this, that. And she, again, maybe she made a deal with him.
Like a vague deal. Like, I just want normal life. And he, construct,
or,
I don't know.
Or maybe she was constructing this force field and kind of like sent out an energy field, or she caused a split, and he was like, "Hey, what's going on? It's me."
He has some kind of something.
The other thing too is that if you a video I saw on YouTube, if you go back and look at, like, for instance, in Guardians of the Galaxy, or I believe even in Doctor Strange, every time they break reality and they go somewhere, it's a hexagon. Kind of like this one here. So this could be a completely different dimension that she's making. I know one of the questions that they put on the board in episode 1 is why it's in a hexagon. So these are all kind of questions that are out there that are going to mean something.
Yeah.
Is this show already on the level of Mandalorian?
Nah, I don't think it'll reach
Simon level?
No.
I don't know, man. With that Evan Peters part, I think
that is it's getting really good. I mean,
that made me excited more the implications of what's going to happen after, during, and after the show, but not for the show itself. If that it doesn't make sense. But again, like I'm more hyped now for the Doctor Strange movie and the Spider-Man movie more than I am the rest of WandaVision, because this.
Again,
I told you that that's what this show was gonna do. This is why I was more hyped for this show than any other show.
Again, like the show itself
so far,
good so far, but I'm more excited for what I'm more excited for the stuff that's not the show than the actual show itself. I like talking about like mysteries and conspiracies, because that stuff's cool. But like I can rewatch Mandalorian a lot, no problem. This, I think, once we learn the mystery doesn't have the same impact. This is like basically a one and done thing for a lot of people. To me, like, I'm not like, I keep forgetting that it's Friday and I have to watch it. And I'm not saying it's a bad show, but it's really good. But it doesn't have that same like I need to watch factor. It's. I think Frank brought this up last week that this would work better as a binge show than week to week. For us, it would.
I don't think it would,
because we could talk about it, but for people who aren't into it like that, it might be like, what's going on? This is kind of weird.
It's just that it gets frustrating. Like, oh, I'm gonna give you the juicy part at the last 10 seconds, and now you gotta wait a week. It's like,
yeah, no, I don't think so, man. Like, this show is blowing up on TikTok more than I think I've seen on Mandalorian. And you laugh at TikTok, but TikTok is mainstream.
What is it, like reactions or what?
No, it's reactions. It's theories. It's more Marvel stuff is coming up on TikTok. Like even like you see Star Wars stuff on there, and yeah, this is a craze now. But I think this could be, and it's probably getting to the same level as Mandalorian, and for the simple fact that these stories hold a little bit more gravity to it because this leads into a different movie, two different movies, where The Mandalorian kind of happened in the past, and anything that happens there, I mean, we already kind of know what the ending is, and we're not excited for the ending. But we're more excited for the side stories for that. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of mysteries in this, and it's not just a one-off because it's leading into the two big movies that everyone's waiting for now.
Yeah. Well, but no, they do have their pros and cons. I mean, this is definitely
season 2. Like this is probably just like this is what we're gonna get from this.
Oh, this is 100%. This is all we're gonna get. This is
so it's a
season thing.
But like the reason why I think there's a lot more casual fans and general fans of Marvel because Star Wars burned a lot of people. The numbers of The Mandalorian were not what they wanted them to be. The hype for it was high for super nerd fans, but people were like, Star Wars, I'm okay on it right now. This obviously, the movies, it's a lot easier, I guess, for general people. Again, if you put it against Star Wars and Marvel, it's easier to follow Marvel than it is Star Wars. Because there's a lot of shit to like watch in Star Wars. But
there's a lot of shit. There's 24 Marvel movies.
Yeah, but then
there's a lot.
Star Wars, you have the non-canon, canon, legendary, this, that, and
you don't have to watch that to get the main story.
You don't have to, but like Star Wars has burned a lot of fans. This Marvel has always been consistently very good from the beginning all the way to the end. So it's easy to be like, I know that Marvel guy, the Vision guy.
You don't need all 24 for this show, though.
But again, like even Manny brought it up of like saying. There's people who are like, I don't like the first episode so far, the first 2-3 episodes. It feels old or timey or whatever, and I don't like it. And then once the twist comes in, oh yeah, haha. But yeah, I don't know. I forgot what the conversation was going.
So it's kind of like bandwagoners.
Yeah, I personally think that's what makes it is that it takes all the way to episode 4, and even you don't even have to watch the first 3 episodes to get what's happening in episode 4. Where this conversation was going is this or can this be more hype than a Mandalorian show?
For us or in general?
I think in general. For everybody.
In general?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's already getting there, right?
Again, this is Marvel.
Especially now that people are converting.
Yeah. I mean,
this is Marvel. Marvel hasn't been big. I mean, Star Wars has been bigger for Marvel for the longest. It's just, Marvel with Kevin Feige has finally cracked the code and has something special on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, Marvel has a longer history of being stable and more entertaining than, Star Wars. Or again, like a lot of people don't watch the Clone Wars show because
you mean in the movies?
No, it's a cartoon show. Like they don't want to see a animated Star Wars show because it's animated. There's still a lot of people going, cartoons are for kids. But this is a lot easier, I guess, for the general audience to take in. That's why those first 3 episodes didn't work for a lot of general audiences. It's not until they get into more like this stuff, I guess, where they can speculate and guess. Oh, yeah, I know that Vision guy. Oh, I know that guy. Oh, that guy was in...
I mean, I'm glad they took their time with that because they could have easily made that the first episode.
It's so funny that Marvel knew that we weren't, well, no, not we, but that most people, the general audience, was not going to like the first 2 episodes. And those were the first 2 episodes that were black and white. And then, of course, the one that we had to wait for next Friday started to turn color. And then that's when stuff started hitting the fan. And now it's just slowly picking up. It's so crazy that even Marvel knows what the fans are going to like, what the fans aren't going to like. And they're that in tune with their product. It's so impressive, man. So freaking impressive.
For sure.
People don't like old things. I mean, just like.
I'm glad they're breaking the formula.
Yeah, and what's even more impressive is that Olsen knows her character very well. I saw a TikTok of her talking during during Age of Ultron, saying the question probably had to be something along the lines, "What storyline would you want to see your character Scarlet Witch be in?" And she brought up House of M, and that she personally thought it wasn't going to happen, that Disney wasn't going to give her two fake twins, and then have her go crazy.
Yeah.
So that was pretty impressive all the way back then. And then look at us now. We get this. So
I'm glad they've been churning through some of these concepts.
And what's nice is that they're keeping it fresh, unlike like The Walking Dead and all that. Like The Walking Dead kind of changed up the comic for the most part. But like for us, like we got Civil War, but Captain America didn't die at the end of it.
Right.
Peter Parker didn't show that it was his true face.
Right.
You know,
it was
enough for the MCU to give us enough of a action sequence, a serious movie that kind of held its weight, but then told its own kind of story.
And it had a lot of implications going forward.
Correct. Like the Sokovia records or the Sokovia Accords that were brought up in this show.
Yep.
About bringing back someone, it seemed like. So
you're not supposed to be resurrecting people.
Which was very interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's at this point a wanted criminal. She's, I don't know. I mean, I guess Sword's the ultimate authority right now since there's no shield.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they have her on the shit list, but
I never kept up with the Shield show, so yeah, I'm assuming Sword is now the main go-to.
Shield became irrelevant so long ago. I mean, like they were barely relevant for that long.
Shield came apart during your guys' favorite one, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And it never came together again after that.
No, it never did.
I mean, again, I haven't kept up with the show. But the show, I think, is still going on.
No, I think the show's dead.
No, it can't be going on.
No, the show's dead.
I'd be surprised.
It was going on after Winter Soldier. I know that. So, but
it was going on after Infinity War 2.
Shield had seven.
Final episode was August 12th, 2020.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. Damn.
That's a while.
Yeah.
That's a while. So you can't say, it just died out.
It just ended, yeah.
It just ended. Holy shit. I didn't know it went that long.
I saw a little bit of season 1. That was it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess Sword is, I guess, because it's the first time we've heard of Sword in the Marvel MCU, I think. It's the first time we heard of Sword.
Mm-hmm.
The show is good. I do like the little touches. I do like the dialogue when they break. They're really good at hiring those writers that understand stuff. Like again, like the whole very special episode aspect of those old sitcoms plays heavily in this, and it works out very well. They understand exactly what they're trying to give you.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is nice that they go, we're going to do something different. People won't like it, but eventually we'll give them what they want, but we're going to do what we want to.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad they're doing that. I mean, it's okay. They could easily have catered to the masses and been like, oh, let's just explain this normally from the beginning.
Yeah, and that's why I always just tell people just give shit a chance. Like
it's not even that long. It's only.
No, it's not. Yeah,
there's
like
shows like fucking what's that show? The HBO one that we were talking about last week with the skin changer guy. What is it?
Outsider.
Outsider.
Oh, okay.
That one dragged, dude. That was too long. And that's like you're not explaining, you're not showing nothing, Yeah. It's quality, but it's just come on, man. Something has to happen here. So this wasn't that long to wait. It's like I guess runtime, it's not a long time, but weeks wise, yeah, I guess so. You have to wait 5 weeks.
This show does help from being shorter. Episodes not like 40 minutes or an hour long. It does help that it's shorter.
Yeah.
You get to cram a lot, and you probably have to watch it. Like if you really care about details, you have to watch it a few times to catch everything. Like us, like we want to break down everything. We want to look at everything. We want to talk and analyze. A lot of people be like, "Huh, that's weird. Whatever. Next episode, I guess."
Yeah. I mean, they do cram a lot because I mean, look how much we talked about this already, and it's a very short episode.
Yeah, and again, I don't hate the show. I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's just I'm like I don't know how to put those feelings of Mandalorian in this. Like I wanted Friday to get here faster so I can watch that new episode. I wanted what they're gonna do. This is like again, this makes me excited more for other stuff than the actual show itself. Like I want that Doctor Strange movie now. I want to see what they do with Spider-Man. Like I like Scarlet Witch. I like her. I like the Elizabeth Olsen. I love her. But I'm like, I don't. Again, it's not that I don't care because we know this leads to other stuff. It's not its own thing, I guess. Like Mandalorian is its own. Like its own confined little world. This is us passing through to get through the next thing, which again, it's Yeah, it is a fun pass through, but it's just like, well, we got to get here. We have to tell this story, enjoy it, but we're not gonna come back to it. Maybe again, you never know now.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, like I love what will come next after the show, but the show itself is still because again, this is the problem I have with these mystery shows. Once the mystery is over, it doesn't have that same impact unless it's like outstanding writing that you just have to like watch.
But it's a lot of stuff these days is very hard to rewatch. I've found.
There's a lot of stuff.
Not in a bad way. Even stuff that's great. It's just like I don't know if I could like. Some of it's too heavy or too much, and it's like I don't want to experience that again. Like I already did. I don't need to do that again.
Yeah. Did we miss anything else about the show or stuff we wanted to bring up? Was there any little things or
I don't think so. Not me.
That we missed in the conversation?
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
We did pretty good tearing it apart.
Yeah. So I guess I'll before we leave off, last question. What do you think is gonna just speculation? Just throw it out there.
Like, what do we think can be the end of it?
What do you think is they're gonna do with the Quicksilver guy? You think he's gonna talk about like X-Men stuff and like you remember this? Haha, that was crazy. Haha, remember when everyone died? No, or is it gonna just be like they recast it? You know what I'm saying?
The next
That's really hard to
say.
I have no idea. Like, I mean, if she didn't,
I think he is different. I think
why is he there then?
So this takes place during what, the 80s, right?
I thought it was Old Man Cap from behind at first because of the hair.
Yeah,
the gray hair.
I knew it was him the whole time. So this takes place in the 80s.
Yeah.
The last Order of the Phoenix takes place in 92. So if anything, I think you might have to watch Age of Apocalypse to actually get where he's at.
And you're saying that movie is 92?
No. Order of the Phoenix was 92 for sure because I watched it yesterday. Or just kind of glanced through it. I think Age of Apocalypse, am I saying that wrong?
I think it's just Apocalypse. That's it.
Or is it Apocalypse? X-Men, Apocalypse.
Dark Phoenix, you're saying?
Yeah, Dark Phoenix. Yep. So, in the few. Yep. So this one takes place in 83. Apocalypse takes place in 83.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is if you bring in something of that year, it doesn't really change. That's going to be interesting. I think this will be the next movie I probably watch right now just to
That's
kind of
interesting.
get a little bit of it.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun just to like throw like what we thought happened, and if we're right, we have it on recording, and we're geniuses, and if we're wrong, we're wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
I think she's gonna be freaked out and trying to get rid of him the whole time.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna like lay around and be like, no, I'm pretty comfortable here.
I was gonna play some Pac-Man and play ping pong by myself.
Yeah. How many we got left? 4 left?
Shit, I don't even know.
Did we say it was 9 or 4 or 8?
Good question. I
think
think it said 8, but I could be wrong on that. Wandavision. Where are we? See here. See if we can.
According to Disney, it will have 9 episodes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a weird number.
It will be done on March 5th.
Okay.
March 5th, and then the next week is
1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 left. Yeah.
So March 5th is the last episode. March 12th is nothing, and then March 19th is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
For real? Already?
Oh.
Yeah.
When is it?
Good.
And then after that, it's going to be Loki. And then hopefully in June we get Black Widow or Shang-Chi or something else. I really think Black Widow, they're not going to have a choice but to put Black Widow on Disney Plus Premiere. Like, especially if Falcon and the Winter Soldier hypes up, like this is starting to hype up, you can't do it, man, because you'll lose money at that point. And then plus you'll run to the fact now it doesn't hurt that
you keep dominoing everything. I mean, how are you going to release it? Eventually
it doesn't hurt that Black Widow seems like it's a prequel, but Marvel doesn't waste their movies too much. So this has some kind of implication into the bigger universe. What that is, who knows? Maybe it's just the Taskmaster. He's been around this whole time and he just didn't know it. I don't know. So that's where it's going to be pretty interesting. And honestly, at this point, man, I might pay the $30 just to watch it.
I wonder how well Mulan did as far as the premiere.
Mulan was a success in their eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mulan was a success in their eyes. The other one, I think it's Ray and the Last
Black Widow
Dragon.
doing even better.
After this, man, I think this is why they're holding on to it, because they're going to wait for how WandaVision did. They're going to wait for Winter Soldier, and then right after Winter Soldier and that's where we're going to get. And it kind of makes sense. Like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that kind of movie is almost the same thing as Black Widow. So I could see it riding the wave of that TV show, and then we get Black Widow.
Yeah. That movie's kind of a mystery. I mean, like, how does that even make sense? Why would you do this after Endgame, you know?
Yeah. I think also, like, the reason why they're sitting on it so long is because they haven't had anything in theaters that made a shit ton of money. And this has that potential to just be able to, like, not that they're losing money or anything. It's Disney, they own a lot of shit. But, like, this is, like, their big chance to make, like, huge, crazy money off of this. Because, again, they're waiting till the very last minute because they don't want to put it on.
People are salivating to go see a movie.
Yeah, they're like, we put it out, we make a shit ton of money off of it. There's more hype behind it. Because Mulan, I think they decided, like, listen, we got to give them something. Because Soul came out on the stream service. They made, I mean, I don't know if they probably made nothing off of it, obviously. Because
they got subscribers on Christmas Day for it.
Yeah, some, but I mean, with the budget and the advertising that they did, it was really supposed to come out theaters and everything like that. I think this is like this is our big tentpole money, not only for universe wise, but like cash wise as well.
Yeah,
because again, they haven't put anything out since the pandemic. Onward Trolls was on the streaming service. Soul,
Trolls wasn't theirs. Trolls is DreamWorks.
Yeah, it's DreamWorks.
Oh, that's right. I thought it was theirs.
I guess they're hoping by August they can release it in theaters.
I think it's gonna be Disney Plus, man. It's gonna be Disney Plus, and then even if it's not, if it does in August, I think it'll do better now than it was gonna do back when it was gonna release in May or April or whatever. just because of the hype train of WandaVision and Falcon and maybe even Loki.
They said that roughly 25% of U.S. Disney subscribers paid for Mulan Premier Access.
25%, that's a good amount, man.
Which is like 9 million times 30, 270 million. Now, if Black Widow, I think you could probably double that.
Oh, yeah, 50%.
I say 50% would probably, get it.
Maybe even 75%, dude.
So 18 million.
That was
a
pretty high movie.
Times 30, 540 million, $500 million. I don't know if they're happy with that. What is Endgame?
I think they will be. $500 million for Black Widow?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering, like, do they think they can make 750 million if they wait till the theaters?
Because again, it was supposed to be.
I think they'll take 500 million.
Box office for Endgame was 2.7 billion.
You can't compare it to Endgame, bro. Compare it to like Thor or Ant-Man. Ant-Man. No. Compare it to Ant-Man.
I don't think that's fair.
What? Yes, it is.
Well, Thor Ragnarok 854 million.
Damn, Thor, good job.
Ant-Man, what was it called? Ant-Man and the Wasp, right?
No, just Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man.
Okay, the one with the Wasp was 622 because I already looked it up, and then the other one.
$500,000.
Yeah, $500 million, 519.
They'll be happy with Black Widow.
Can you imagine 519 for Ant-Man? They must have been very happy about that.
Because Ant-Man, they're like, who the fuck is this guy?
And that's Paul Rudd that brought those sales. And Michael Douglas.
And I think by then they had goodwill. That people were like, I'm going to have a good time watching this, even though it's something I probably wouldn't watch.
What's another one you could compare it to?
Well, I mean...
the Black Widow budget is between $150 and $200 million.
And then I would assume they put another 50 million, 100 million in advertisement, because again, this was supposed to be in theaters already.
But I think that budget is with advertisement.
No,
I think. Well, I don't know where I'm getting this from, but
typically they don't announce the marketing budget with the actual budget of the film, because the film itself costs 200 million, but the advertisement is separate budget.
It's like another 50, 100.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Now maybe it's changed in the past couple of years, but that's typically how they do it. They go like, that's why we need to make double our money because of the advertisement.
Because they wasted all that advertising already.
Yeah.
And maybe now they have to remarket it again.
And I disagree that this wouldn't do as good if it came out originally. If it came out originally, WandaVision would have been 4 times more popular than it is currently because of Black Widow. Everyone wanted a Black Widow movie. It would have been the first big thing after Endgame. The trailer was awesome.
You said everybody wanted a Black Widow movie?
A lot of people wanted it. They wanted it.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I saw a lot. I saw a lot about why is there a Black Widow movie, especially that she said.
Especially after Captain Marvel, they wanted more female lead movies, and she was the perfect candidate for that.
How about a rescue movie?
A what?
Rescue.
Rescue.
Tony Stark's wife.
No,
rescue.
No.
I know. I'm just joking with you.
No, don't even joke. Someone will be like, maybe we should do that.
I only say no because it's Gwyneth Paltrow. But if it was anybody else, yes, I would take that over Black Widow.
Badwater movie or something.
Really?
Yep. 100%.
You're not. Yeah, I did hear though that people were pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of circles.
Really? I don't know what circles you guys are reading.
The normal people's world.
I did hear that. So.
Yeah, like again, a lot of people were hyped for it. Especially, I don't know about Die Hard, but I know people who really like Marvel.
Frank, you're gonna tell me you were hyped for that movie?
Yeah,
you were hyped for Black Widow?
Hyped? I mean, I wanted to see it. I don't think I was dying
You
for
wanted
it.
to see it. That's probably the same way you probably wanted to see. I wanted to see Doctor Strange. I ended up not seeing Doctor Strange in the theater.
I don't think I did either.
Sonny, you were hyped for Black Widow?
I was. That was a really good trailer.
The trailer was good, man. I'll
The
give him
cast
that.
look.
I
The
feel like
cast,
you guys had a different tone for this movie before.
cast
I
look.
can't remember.
I
to be
think you
honest with
guys had a different tone for this movie because I was not hyped.
I would say the
I
tone
would
is
be-
different now. Yeah, for sure.
I
I
was
want
like,
it more.
okay,
You were hyped in a different way because you just wanted more Marvel stuff.
yeah. And that I was like, okay, I'll take
Because,
it.
no, because
Mhm.
like before the trailer, I was the person go like, I don't want Black Widow movie. This is unnecessary. It's stupid.
Okay, there it is. That's
No,
what I'm talking
no,
about.
wait a minute. And then when the trailer come out, I'm like, that
No,
looks
no,
like
no, no.
that actually looks good.
Even
Yes,
without a trailer, that was my point.
It's a trailer.
Everyone's like, a Black Widow movie came out. Okay.
Mhm.
But everyone changed their tone when that trailer came. I go, oh shit, that actually looks really good because it did look good, and the
It
cast
does.
looks really good. The guy, I'm bad with names. I think,
Harbor.
I
yeah,
feel bad for
guy-
your actors. You're gonna
the guy.
forget all your actors' names.
I will have them written down in my hand. And
I've
I'm
lost like 20% of them.
the guy from Stranger Things that plays Hopper.
Yeah, Harbor.
The lady from The Mummy 1 and 2 is in there.
Rachel
Yeah,
Weisz.
Scarlett Johansson in there.
Yep.
Scarlett Johansson's in there?
I know, right? It's crazy. Yeah, like the cast.
Matt Damon's in there too.
Ha! I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. He
Uh,
was in Ragnarok and he's gonna be in Love and Thunder, I think.
Oh yeah, shit, you're right, man.
Wouldn't doubt it.
So he was an Asgardian then.
Yeah, I guess.
He was in the play,
Actor, an actor.
but Asgard was destroyed. He's probably no longer alive.
He's dead. That was a great cameo. But yeah, no, like I was a lot more hyped than when I heard about the news when the trailer dropped because that trailer was like, oh shit, that actually looks like I want to go back and see more Marvel stuff.
If somebody said a Valkyrie movie, would anybody be interested? I don't think Manny would.
No.
But if the trailer's like Thor 3,
The trailer's like gold. Yeah.
I don't even think Thor 3 hyped me up really, man.
Oh boy.
Maybe it did.
Oh
Maybe
man.
it did when I saw Hulk
I
and them.
I ain't showing you shit no more.
I'm so glad we get Planet Hulk stuff.
That trailer made me like 100%. I was all in the music in that trailer and everything. That
movie is one of the most rewatchable.
Maybe it did.
Rewatchable MCU, I would say.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the best.
It's fun.
But I think we've beaten the dead horse twice over now.
I think so. Maybe 3 times.
Let's go ahead and call this one.
You guys were not excited for Black Widow. I don't care what you guys say. You guys were not excited for it. And
no,
then
I don't.
the trailer.
Initially, no. I would say no. Yeah.
Oh, again, pre-trailer, no, not at all. Like again, I told you after Endgame, I wasn't done with Marvel, but I'm like, I'm good, I'm satisfied. But the trailer came out, I'm like, oh shit, that actually looks kind of good. It looks really good actually. And then that's when the talks of all the shows came out. Winter Soldier, Falcon. I'm like, damn, I want more of that. And then the WandaVision was like, oh, okay, we'll see. And then the trailer came out. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Marvel's good at that. Me and not hearing about
the trailer was very surprising,
but
and my hype did increase at that point.
Yeah, like pre-trailer for a lot of these movies, I wasn't that hype. But trailer-wise, I'm like, oh shit, now you're showing me what you're offering. I'm usually all in. Like,
yeah,
most movies I was all in. Like Thor 3. 100%. Guardians, absolutely. Well, anything Captain America, I'm all in.
Wait, Guardians, you were absolutely before trailer?
No,
I was.
Before trailer.
Yeah, for me, yeah, I was already a fan.
Well, you know Guardians for the most part. I think you probably knew Guardians more than all of us.
But yeah, I mean, I liked them. That's why.
Like typically before trailers, I'm usually not hyped for a lot of these properties or ideas. It's till after the trailer, I go like, okay, now I'm in. And that Black Widow falls in that category where I'm like, damn, that's a damn good trailer. Okay.
You know what's one movie that even a trailer didn't hype, Frank? X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
And he ate his words.
And then I ate them real bad. Oh my god, I ate shit on that. You'll never forgive me.
Nope. All right, we'll end it on that.
Yep.
Thank you guys for listening.
Frank eating shit.
All up in his mouth. Thank you guys for listening. stay tuned next week as we talk about more spoiler talks for WandaVision. Same time. You know the drill, guys. We'll catch you next week. Bye.
Probably a different time. Let's be honest.
Bye. Same bad place.
WandaVision.